Hi guys, welcome to week 3 NaNoWriMo vlog. I am just finishing up feeding Isla her lunch. I am whipping up some pizza dough so it can set in the fridge for dinner, so I don't have to do that before dinner. And I'm gonna take Isla on a walk. I'm gonna bring her beach toys down to there's a bunch of like rocks, like it's not a dirt road, there's a dirt road on part of it, but it's got rocks. The road has rocks and Isla loves playing in the rocks, but I'm going to bring her beach toys so she can kind of like use a shovel out there and stuff so we can make a time of it before the sun goes down. It's like 3:30. So the sun is almost going down, but I just had somebody comment in my last video that they don't use, I guess, their microwave as a clock. Let me know in the comments down below if you don't, or if that's weird. I don't know if it's like a sort of, not a cultural thing, but if it's not like a international thing, standard, that microwaves have a clock function. I just thought it was interesting that somebody commented they thought it was funny that I used my microwave as a clock. I'm pretty sure she just threw a piece of pancake in the fan. I heard it go. So today, at the end of my last vlog, I talked about how I wanted to do dictation for this week and really kind of like focus in on dictation, specifically for her naps. If I write in the morning, I can't use dictation because my husband's literally asleep next to me, so it's just for her naps. Today, thankfully, she napped for like 2.5 hours almost, because you're good, baby, which was awesome because I also needed to do my off-leave finances. Pretty much do that once a month. And so it still gave me enough time to try dictation, and I did about a week of sprints. They weren't every day with like when I was typing last week, so this week I want to track when I'm doing sprints and I'm dictating if there's a difference in my words per hour. Right now it's pretty much about the same. It's bouncing between, I would say, like 1,600, 1,800-ish words per hour, and that's in like 10-minute sprints, like 15-minute sprints. So my dictation, my speed from typing hasn't gone down, and I expect as I get back in that groove of dictating, that will increase. So it'll be interesting to see that data on a graph to see if it does increase. I did notice though that my program is a little buggy because my computer's old, but I'm pretty sure I can't take it off that computer and put it on a new one without having that license data. And I have no idea how I would even get that information, because that was 5 years ago, and I think I didn't have a different computer then, but I don't know. What's wrong with your nose? You silly. You saying hi? So I did not meet my word count goal for the day. I think I wrote around 1,500 words today, and I could write at night, but like I've said before, I don't like to write at night because, sorry I keep looking up, I had to make sure it's focused on me because my camera's having problems. Definitely well under the 2,400 where I should be every day, but I'm also about 5,000 words behind, so I really need to be stepping it up a little bit. I think I need to have a few double down days, but I'm hoping once I get in the, sorry, you can hear her in the background. You know my life. If I get in the groove of dictation again, then that will go much faster. If I try to do a double down day right now, you know, it'll sort of help me get to the speeds faster that I need to be, maybe. Like I'll get more practice with dictation, but I'm just gonna wait for that. Maybe this weekend, we can have some double down days, catch up. You sweet baby. But I consider it a win. I did get my microphone. I have already had issues with the air conditioning unit, which they're both off right now, because it's cooler outside. It's cooler outside, so I'm not sure why the air conditioning unit, sorry. I'm not sure why the air conditioning unit kept clicking on when I was dictating, of course, but I literally would shield myself with a pillow and the microphone. What are you doing? She's glaring at me. It's just like, you know what I'm saying. So that the microphone could pick up my voice a little bit better, because it did have, I could tell there was some interference when the AC would click on. So that's something I have to think about next time, and I can adjust that so I don't have that issue. Since I've accepted the fact that I will be dictating, I'm excited for the increased speeds. I already know I'm gonna have to go back and edit quite a bit because it's not, yeah, it's having more errors than it used to, and I'm pretty sure that's just because my computer is not operating to the best of its abilities. It's old. Alright, I'm gonna go play with that little baby, and I will update you again tomorrow. Hi guys, so I did not write at all. High five. Oh, you left me hanging. I took the day off. I had kind of just like a me day, self-care day. I feel like I've been stressed a lot about trying to keep up and trying to catch up with my NaNoWriMo. I don't even know right now how much I have written the past 2 or 3 days because I half wrote it on my other laptop. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I half wrote it on my other laptop and then haven't transferred it back into my like Scrivener file for this project so that I can know how much I've written, basically. Like what my total count is so that I can put it into Pacemaker. So I haven't even updated Pacemaker in a couple days, but yeah. I'll get to that eventually. I kind of wanted to do that today, okay? But I just, yeah, I needed to take a day off. So Isla, thankfully she had a long nap. She fought it for a while. Yeah. But now she's well rested. You're so sweet. Yeah. And I just watched, what did I even watch? I finished, Confessions of a Shopaholic because I've never seen it and I felt like a chick flick, a ridiculous chick flick. And then, some other, I started The Christmas Drop, which so far has been adequately cheesy, but yeah, I have no plans to work tonight. I have consistently just not had the energy to work at night and really haven't had the energy to work at all. Yesterday was really, I had to like push myself, and thankfully Brittany Wang was hosting some live sprints on her YouTube channel because that kind of got the words flowing a little bit and then I could actually write some. But if I didn't have that, I'm pretty sure I don't know, I just haven't been feeling it. I'm pretty sure I know why, and that's because I'm comparing this manuscript already to the like edited manuscript of Tep 2. So it's kind of like, it doesn't feel like it's good quality. Oh, you were trying to go somewhere? Yeah? You just want some lotion? You got some cutie stains. So I feel like I can already sense that, or I already know that it's not as good as the edited version of the other manuscript I'm working on. And it's not fair to compare the two, but you can't help yourself sometimes. So I'm just stuck in this like comparing this manuscript. Are you throwing pumpkins now? I think maybe because this is the closest I've worked on 2 different projects. I haven't ever really been editing something and then started first drafting something ever. So this is the first time that's happened. It's kind of just got me very down about the manuscript, and it's kind of like I just had to keep pushing. I was so excited in the beginning and then it was just like, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have a similar situation, because I do that, but I also feel like I just repeat myself a lot. I know authors always have kind of a tick. Like I'm reading the Court of Thorns and Roses series right now, and there's like 3 phrases that she says all the time. She either compares the 2 characters where she says where X is more like a sunny sky, Y is more like the deep of the night. Like she compares all the time. What else does she do? There's one big one that I just can't remember. But anyway, I feel like some of the things that I tend to do that get edited out in the end. Oh, you're so sweet. Do you see how sweet you are? Yeah, you do. Yeah, I'm just seeing those in the first draft, and it just makes me feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. Like, I say darkness a lot, or the dark, or like depth, or, I mean, mind is something I end up saying a lot because you know, people, their powers sort of lie in their mind. So they're kind of like diving into their mind, or like, you know, communicating with somebody else's mind or whatever. But yeah, it's just like, I feel like I see all of those like repeat things that are always flags. I'm like, oh, it's gonna need to be edited. Oh, I'm probably saying that too much. Oh, so it's kind of like I have those, like a rolling tally sort of those things. Ow, that's my hair. Yeah, did you take some with you? Yeah. I think mentally my mind is on TEP 2 because my primary focus has been on TEP 2, which is the second book in the series. So I think I've been having a hard time mentally switching to TEP 3, which is the book I'm trying to write for NaNoWriMo. So I feel like mentally that's why I'm thinking like, oh, this isn't, like, I'm thinking it should be at the level that TEP 2 is at. So then I'm getting, you know, I have that like writer doubt, that writer just like funk, because I'm like, oh, this manuscript isn't as good. It's not where it should be. But mentally I think I'm trying to put it at the same level as the second book. Yeah, let me know if you do that. This is the first time I've ever worked on 2 manuscripts so closely, like, you know, at the same time, I guess. I'll be done with TEP 2 soon. Hopefully I want to have it totally wrapped up and finished by the end of the year. That means I'm just gonna have to find a way to fight through this funk that I'm in, this like mental block. I mean, I guess this is the closest to writer's block I've been to in a long time, because usually writer's block for me is just solved by knowing what I'm gonna write, and this is more of a, I'm not happy with the way I'm writing it, if that makes sense, and that's blocking me. Quick note before I leave you, I just realized that you know, I told you that I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up. I'm like way behind on where I should be on my writing goal. So it's like, oh, why would you take a day off? That would just make you feel more guilty. I am taking this day off with intention, if that makes sense. I'm not doing it because I'm like, oh, like kind of like hiding from my goal, or like hiding from the, you know, the stress of being behind. This was an intentional, like, okay, I'm just gonna let myself relax. It's part of that whole like, oh, you should meditate for 10 minutes a day. Even if you don't have time, you should meditate for an hour kind of mantra. Yeah, so I feel like I'm falling behind, and it seems like the weirdest time to take a break, like today, to take today off. But yeah, I just took today off, and I woke up at 6 in the morning to actually write, because I was going to write today. But little miss got up at 6 as well. He's silly. So that didn't work, but yeah, that's why I took today off, and I like just let myself take the day off, do whatever I wanted to kind of like recharge, just make myself feel a little bit better. And now, and since I kind of like watch shows, you know, you have that like, it's sort of like eye strain, I guess. Maybe I need to get some of those blue blocker glasses to find them, I guess. But yeah, I kind of feel like I got that like brain fog right now that I'm trying to push through. Okay, here we go. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at this beautiful star. Alright, I figured I would update you guys before Isla woke up. She's sort of waking up right now. I always feel like I'm whispering, I'm sorry, when she's napping, but I just looked at my pacemaker, kind of had a reality check with myself. I'm almost 10,000 words behind now, which is a tough pill to swallow. I decided to take a day off, and then yesterday, which was Thursday, I went to write during her nap, and she woke up almost immediately, so she didn't nap for very long yesterday, and then I never had the time yesterday to write, so I had 2 days in a row of 0, which pretty much is how I got from 5,000 behind to 10,000 behind. So today I ended with 2130 words written. I did some dictation sprints, which I think went really well. I feel like I can get myself into the groove. It's just I'm still just figuring out how to get back into that dictation groove, because I did have one 15-minute sprint where I got like 730 words done, I think, or around there. So that was a really good pace, and it's really important for me when I'm dictating to just have a plan for what I'm gonna write before I start speaking, because if I'm trying to figure it out, if I'm pausing and trying to figure it out while I'm writing, it seems to take a lot longer, if that makes sense. So if I just take 5 minutes before I write to figure out just the flow of where I'm gonna go, it stops me from stopping and starting and stopping and starting, which would be longer than 5 minutes while I'm dictating. Also, the air conditioner is still an issue I have not quite solved yet. I am literally holding a pillow above my head to shield some of the noise, to block some of the noise while I'm dictating, because sometimes it kicks on when I'm like mid-sprint and I don't want to stop. And then it does affect the accuracy because there's a lot of background noise, so I'm still trying to figure that part out. Yeah, just still trying to figure a lot of stuff out with this dictation. My joint pain is a lot better, which is great. So I'm hoping that just continuing this dictation for the first draft, then you can probably hear her jumping. I will still be able, my joints won't hurt too much to edit, because I do still have to go back and edit. Even though I've written these words, I probably shouldn't have counted them yet, because I still have to edit the little mistakes. And it's kind of like, I feel like I don't know what you would call it, but do you remember that, like on Instagram, it was a little fun thing for a little bit? It's not ad libs, but it's like where the phrase is written with phonetically similar letters. I don't know if that makes any sense. So the letters aren't actual words, but they're just kind of jumbled up, and then as you read them and you say it out loud, you can figure out what it's supposed to say. Let me know in the comments down below if you know what the heck I'm talking about and if you know what that's called. But that's sort of what you have to do when you're fixing dictation problems. Like, I just had one, I just fixed a few and I should have like written down what they actually were, but you get what I mean. Like herding, I said that that one person was herding somebody in the direction. They were like herding, like cattle herding. And of course the dictation software said herding, like she's getting stabbed, she's hurting her friend. So it's things like that where you're reading it, and as you read it, you're like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, it's supposed to be that way. So it's like you have to like read the words, and then you can figure out what it was trying to say. I am going to force myself to edit this stuff tonight. I hate working at night, but I'm going to try to edit this tonight, go through and just read and make like small edits and tweaks. And like I have it actually, let me see if I can show you. I have it labeled in Dictation, or in Scrivener, if this will, yeah, I have it edit for dictation. I have it actually labeled. So I know which scenes I have to actually edit, which I can tell because of the spacing. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm going to do that tonight. I have a habit of saying try to, but I'm going to do that tonight. And then tomorrow is Saturday. I'm hoping on the weekend maybe I can talk Steven into giving me a little bit of extra time so I can do some more writing this weekend, so I can try to catch up a smidge. Right now, I honestly don't know if I'm going to even try to make 50,000 words this month, because I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to burn myself out. The point is to just write more words, and just getting to that 50,000, I don't know if I'm just going to start spitting out garbage words, if that makes sense, just to meet that goal. It's hard to see other people and to see where they're at and be like, okay, that's okay. Stay in your lane. But yes, at least this weekend I want to try to catch up a little bit, because right now I have to do almost 3,000 words a day to even finish, because there's only 10 more days left for me to even write in. So it is Sunday. This is usually the day that I wrap these vlogs up and edit the vlog, but I'm gonna try to pretty much just write. I didn't wake up early. I woke up 2 times last night, so I'm gonna try to write during her nap, which is right now. Steven's in the car, sitting in the car with her, because she fell asleep when I was driving back home after a run. I am making a green smoothie. It just finished blending. So I'm gonna drink that, and then I'm gonna try to dictate. The last time that I dictated, I had one really good sprint where I focused and I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do this really, you know, like dictate really quickly. Because I feel like it's kind of like a mental block that I have right now with my dictation speeds. So I'm so behind right now with writing. I'm prioritizing writing over editing this vlog. And I also don't feel like I have much material for this vlog, and I thought, well, what if I just skip this week? But you know, even if I'm still behind, I wouldn't want to skip this week. Like, I feel like I would still want to give you guys something, because then it would be at the end. The next update you would see from me would be at the end of Nano, and I don't know. I don't want to do that. I might actually try to come out here and sit on the couch and do it, because yeah, I'm not gonna shower right now because I feel like I'm like crunch time, like she's napping, it's go time. So yeah, I still got my like sweaty clothes on. So I guess I'll kick Kira off the couch. Oh, we just got our Christmas tree. Sorry for the mess. I'm about to kick the dogs off the couch. But we just got our little Christmas tree, which is in the smallest, where is it? Little box. Compared to like our old Christmas tree, what that one used to look like. So I'm so excited. I got that yesterday. I'm just so excited to put that up. We didn't have a Christmas tree last year because we had sold our house at the beginning of the month. So yeah, Isla didn't really get to, my parents had a Christmas tree when we lived with them. But yeah, we haven't ever had a Christmas tree like in our house where she plays all day. I just hope she likes it. I'm so excited to get into the, and then I got like little Christmas kind of garlands to put up there yesterday. So I hope they look okay. They're kind of just like ones from Walmart, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna get to dictating, and hopefully I'm just gonna like smash out some words. I need to catch up so bad. Yesterday I did pretty good writing, but I think I still fell behind of that original 2,400 word goal. I think I did about 2,300, so just keep falling behind here. Okay, hi guys, Isla has a show on in the background, so I'm gonna try to talk as fast as possible and to keep talking so you guys can't really hear what that is, so YouTube can't really hear what it is. I'm closing this vlog out on Monday. It is 2 o'clock, so this is later than I usually edit these videos. I try to do it early in the morning, but woke up early this morning to work, and then Isla, of course, also woke up early, and she has not napped yet, which is why she's currently, I'm literally watching her. I have the baby monitor set up in the living room so she can watch her show, so I can finish editing this video so I can get it out. But this week I have closed out. Yesterday I was able to write 2,639 words, which is fantastic. I'm super excited about that. I had some really good sprints, and I'll kind of go over, I guess, let me put the graph right here. I'll go over also the sprints that I did and how I can already tell my dictation speeds, how they're changing compared to my typing speeds. So let's see, I am closing this week out with a total of 26,225 words written. I should be at 33,334, which actually that was yesterday, so we'll just do it for yesterday because I haven't even gotten a chance to write today, and it looks like I might not get a chance to write. Maybe while she's napping. We'll stay positive. So that still puts me about 7,000 words behind, which pretty much I just made up for that because yesterday I wasn't supposed to write. That's a day I'm not supposed to write, which is Sunday. So those were kind of like free words. So that's awesome. Okay, and then I want to go over the sprints that I did. So I can already see like a little bit of a spike in my sprints, in my speed, my words per hour. Sorry, I can't speak. I had some really good ones. Like yesterday I had a 15-minute sprint where I did 909 words in 15 minutes, which was over 3,600 words per hour pace. Pretty much what happens though is lately I've been doing more 15-minute sprints. I think I said in my last vlog that I don't like 15-minute ones because they're just not long enough. I've been doing them because it's taken me a little bit longer to get into the groove of dictation again. So they're kind of, the shorter ones are just a little bit better so that I can kind of like reset if I need to. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a 15-minute sprint, 5-minute break, 15-minute sprint, 5-minute break, and then a 20-minute sprint, so that is a full hour. So with those 5-minute, those 2 5-minute breaks included, my overall speed, I don't think it's really fair to compare it, like, because I do that when I'm typing too. I take those breaks when I'm typing, so it's still faster. I'm still dictating faster than I'm able to type, especially with my like broke fingers. I was really excited about that. I like that that spike that I'm seeing. Let's see, I started dictating on the 16th, but that's about halfway through. Yeah, that's pretty much where you start to see the increase in speeds, obviously, is when I started dictating. So I'm really excited to see next week what that graph looks like. I've never had this opportunity to start because I wasn't planning on dictating. So I was planning on continuing to type. And because of that, I was able to collect some data without really thinking I'm going to, like, you know, try to compare it to dictation. And then now I can use that little beginning piece as a baseline to compare for my dictation. That also does not take into account that I have to go back and edit, like I said a few minutes ago, that I had to edit out some of the stuff that dictation just gets wrong. So that obviously doesn't account for that. I still have to take a little bit of time to do that, but those are like quick edits, I guess. It's pretty much just to read through, change a couple things. I'm not like line editing or anything. I'm feeling pretty good about the dictation though, because I feel like I'm getting back into that groove. I know I've said that a bunch of times this video, but I kind of forgot that I have to visually think about what I'm saying as if I'm typing it, so that I imagine, at least for me, I imagine the punctuation, like what the words are gonna look like, almost as if I'm reading the book in my head. So I imagine, you know, like open quote, and then I say it, period, end quote. And it's really weird when you first start out to say punctuation, but I've gotten back into it enough that it's just secondhand already. Like yesterday, I actually was like, oh crap, have I been saying punctuation at all? Because I wasn't thinking about it, and I looked and I had said all of the punctuation. But yeah, it kind of becomes like second nature the more you do it, I guess. Feels very strange in the beginning, but it's also like when you're typing, you, like for a quotation, you have to click 2 buttons, you know, but you don't think about that while you're doing it because you're just so used to it. All right, anyway, I feel like I'm out of breath because I'm trying to update this really quick. My camera's also dying, but I hope you had a great week. I guess I started 5,000 words behind, and I'm currently 7,000 words behind. So I was 10,000 in the middle of the week, so I caught up just a smidge, but not from the beginning of the week. So yeah. Next week I am gonna try with this dictation to write as much as I can. If I don't make 50K, whatever. I have already written way more than I would have because I'm still pushing myself this month. Oh God, the air conditioner just clicked on. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.
Yesterday there was some